Hello, supporters of West Ada, parents, students, and teachers. Thank you for coming tonight and supporting the cause to get our students back into the classroom and give our community back their choices in their children's education, health, and religion. Many of you have been following my story online and have come down to support my cause and get my children back into their classrooms. Many of you have been fighting this fight for a long time, and many of you have joined us because you know that you and your neighbors deserve your voices to be heard. Together, I know that we can make a difference, and I know that our collective voices matter, and we deserve a voice and a choice. Tonight, we are asking that West Ada hear these voices and empower us to lead and direct the choices in our school district. This is our right as parents and students, and we must be given this power back. Parents, students, and teachers across the district have been affected by illegal mandates that West Ada has imposed. Many students have been forced into 504 and IEP plans. Some have been forced into virtual schoolhouse and homeschooling, and many of you have been required to go to the doctor to receive a medical exemption just so that your student can breathe and be educated. I tell you now, breathing is not an accommodation. And all of these demands that West Ada is making break federal and state laws. We must stand now to demand that West Ada follow the laws and allow all of us to have equitable choices in our education. As a teacher in West Ada, I know that if I were to disregard my students' medical backgrounds or rob them of their religious freedoms, that I would be relieved of my position. West Ada would not question the decision to let me go if I were guilty of these unspeakable actions. However, when these mandates come from the top down, we are required to comply, even if our morals lean in the opposite direction. I have worked for West Ada for over a decade. I have been a teacher's assistant, a sign language interpreter, a substitute teacher, and a certified teacher. I love teaching children, and I would never rob them of their God-given rights or break laws against them, using the guise and color of law to force compliance. I know that every child is different and that their differences should be honored and respected. That is what I ask of West Ada. As a loyal employee and parent of students in their district, I requested that my children's religious beliefs and medical backgrounds be honored and respected, as I am required to do with my own students in my classroom. But these requests were ignored and even denied in writing. I have requested to go in front of the school board, which is also my parental right, but I have been denied twice to be able to exercise this right, and I have been denied this right again tonight. When will our rights be given back to us? If we do not stand, the answer to that question could be never. Today I stand here and ask West Ada to follow these laws. Civil Rights Act, 1964, Section 504 and ADA laws, Free and Appropriate Public Education and Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, the Freedom Restoration Act of 1993, the Free Exercise Clause of the First Amendment, Idaho Statute 73-402, Idaho Health Freedom Act 391, Idaho Human Rights Section 67-59, Idaho Statute 33-512, and Section 18-242 of the United States Constitution. I ask that West Ada stop using their position, along with the Teachers Union and School Board, to purport their power and position over teachers, students, and parents in West Ada. I ask that West Ada give all families an equitable choice in their children's education, and I ask that they stop forcing children into the limiting environments, ignoring their personal needs and differences. I ask that they listen to parents' choices and voices and the recall efforts to find the root of the problems so that we can unite and educate our children fairly and equitably. Amid our fear, we cannot succumb to unlawful orders that infringe on students and parental rights. West Ada has used the governor's reopening plan and CDH unlawful mandates as the basis for breaking federal and state laws. However, the CDH and the governor do not make laws. That power is invested in our legislature, and they have not passed such laws. Constitutional and state laws cannot be ignored even during a pandemic. We have laws in place to guide us during times of uncertainty. We do not rule by the will of the people, we rule by laws. It is our responsibility to demand that West Ada follow the laws of our great nation and state, and demand that we are given back our rights to a free and appropriate public education in the least restrictive environment. Tonight we ask that West Ada elect a representative for the trustee position that will represent parents and students, and not the minority voice of the teachers union. We ask that West Ada stop using an invisible virus to rob students, parents, and our community of their God-given liberties. All these requests are supported and backed by federal and state laws and not by mere ordinances or recent policies, which is the insubstantial defense of West Ada. We ask that our choices and freedoms are honored and respected. West Ada, we ask that you give us back our voices.
Excellent. Thank you.